Hello, my lords and ladies, and welcome to our last horsey man or woman, whatever it is, of our Age of Sigmar, Cities of Sigmar series. We're almost done with the base box set. This is taking me forever. It's because I can't stay focused. Whatever. First off, as always, I want to say thank you to all my YouTube members. You guys are absolutely amazing. And you guys will get early access to the video. All YouTube members get early access to the videos. So, yay, you guys. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that bell so you get alerted. Easy painting. Let's go. Alright. As always, assemble your miniature first. I shouldn't have to say that. And if you can't tell my nasally voice, this last week I got the flu, so we are recovering now. That's why I haven't posted anything, because I was very under the weather. The flu is no joke. Gore-Grunta Fur. That's what we're going to use to paint the skin of our horsey. A lot of contrast paints. I primed this thing in white. You can do gray with some white on top. It's up to you, but I think it looks best when you have some lighter color on the base. Alright, for the mane and the tail, we're going to use a little black Templar. You can also use black Legion as well on the speed paints. Now, just take it straight out of the pot. Don't worry about thinning any of this stuff because that white is going to stick through, trust me. And that's exactly what you are looking for. Alright, I made a critical error here. Not this part. Do the little tassels and stuff with the skeleton horde, but do not make the same mistake I did and put this into the pennant portions of the banner and on the sides of the front quarter portions of the horse. Do not do it. You are going to waste so much time doing this. I'm telling you right now, don't do it. Don't do it. For the red skirt area, we're going to use some Flush Terrors red. Now be careful, obviously. This is a darker color, so it's harder to go over. And then for some reason, the lights just decide to not work on parts of these clips. I don't know why. It was bright, but for some reason the camera was not picking up the light. Oh, the difficulties of filming sometime are annoying. But the wood areas on the seat is Cygor Brown. For the cushiony areas underneath our knight, we're going to be using some Snakebite Leather. Also this on the straps as well. There's several places. Just follow along here. To put this on. You can put this on any straps. You can put this on the straps on the horse head if you wanted to, but I think I use black. Nope, just kidding. I did use Snakebite Leather. Yeah. Alright, for the banner, this is probably the biggest pain in the butt for this miniature, and then I'm still working on the bearers for the infantry on this set, and these flags are an absolute pain. They look good when they're done, but man, are they a pain to paint. But we're doing blue red. Keep all these paints out because we're going to be going back and forth with a lot of them. For the banner on the edges, again, this is one of the portions that is terrible to paint. We're going to use some black Templar or black Legion, whatever you got, whatever black speed paint you got. And then the tip of the banner as well. Do not get it into the white recesses of our little symbols on the banner, because we got to paint those in yellow coming up. And this is what it should look like. And yeah, that took a long time. For some more wooded areas, the banner stick, handle, whatever it is. Some Wyldwood. We're also going to use this on the peg leg. I like how a knight has a peg leg. I mean, it makes sense, right? Can't really use, you know, a knight with a peg leg running around on the battlefield, and kind of needs a horse, right? Makes sense? Yeah, makes sense to me. And then on the wood stump as well, we're going to put this on too. For the actual seat of our Knight of Hammerhal, some Garaghak's sewer. For Blind Crow, I don't understand this. Does anybody know if there's some lore behind this? Or is this like Bird Box or something? Anybody else seen that movie? With, who was in there? The lady from Speed. You know what I'm talking about. And like I said, keep all your paints out, because with some of these miniatures that have so much stuff going on it, you forget to paint certain areas that should have been painted in the first place, just like this. The skeleton head needs to be in Skeleton Horde. Duh. Here's going to be another paint we're going to have to go back to in a minute, because I forgot to paint some of this stuff. But Imperial Fist on our bird's beak and feet. Our blind bird. Does it just squawk? What does it do? I don't understand. Somebody has to know. Somebody tell me. For the blindfold on our blind bird, we got some Cygor Brown. I really need to know. Somebody has to tell me. Alright, for our up-armored portion of our horse, we're going to be using some Iron Warriors. Don't worry about making it nice and neat, not getting onto those raised areas. We're going to go over those here in a little bit, so you don't have to be all fancy with it. Just slap it on there. Alright, for all of our little knight's armor, we're going to use some Leadbelcher. And if you can notice in this frame, I did take my time on the front portion of the up armor on the horse. And it took extra time, and it's not needed. You don't have to do that. We're going to put some brass up here on a second on that. But be careful when you're doing the knight's armor, because there are some straps on there that need to be leather. Now you can paint over them, so you can do the whole thing. It's not that big of a deal. And like I was just talking about, some Runelord Brass and all the raised areas on the up armor. This is, I just did two different portions. One where you like took your time painting around it, and where I just slapped it on there. There's no difference, so it is what it is. All right, Iron Warriors again. For the third or fourth time now, and I'm sure it's not going to be the last. We're going to use this on the shield Again, you don't need to be crazy, like, oh, I can only get this in certain spots. No, just slap it on there. We're going to go over it again here in a minute anyways. We're also going to use this on the sword itself, the actual sword sheath. There you go. That's the word I'm looking for. Sometimes I can't think of the words. It's like I just get stuck. And, like I was just mentioning, the Runelord Brass all over the raised areas on our shield. Again, you didn't need to take your time on it. All it does is waste time. And when you've got a pile of miniatures like I do, the size of Mount Rainier, it gets a little stressful. So let's push through. For a little ribbon coming out of here, a little Baal Red again for the third, fourth time. I decided to do the handle in Basilicanum Grey. You can do whatever color you want. I just thought like a simple gray was cool. Alright, we're pushing, we're moving, we're cruising, we're getting there. We're starting to come together. It's starting to look like a miniature that can look okay in the end. Imperial Fist and all those little areas that we did not paint over in the beginning. And if you noticed that I'm going to have to take an insane amount of time to paint over that really bad contrast paint in the diamond area. So that's why I told you not to do it. For the little symbols on the rug coming out, whatever it is. Again, I can't think sometimes. Maybe it's a cold medicine, whatever. Flash gets Glitz yellow. I can't even talk now on those areas, just the raised areas. And finally, the diamond areas on the up armor and on the pennant, or the banner. Morghast bone. This took 3 or 4 coats each because that stuff bleeds through on this. It is so annoying. So please, I hope you listen to me because this took so much extra time that was wasted. Totally wasted. That's the end of the base paints. Alright, no surprise here whatsoever. All of our metal areas, to include the up armor, Nulin Oil. Now, don't get this. You can if you want on the Runelord Brass areas, but we're going to hit that with some Agrax Earthshade here in a minute. This is a necessity. This is what they call liquid talent for a reason. And like I was just saying, my nose is getting clogged more by the minute. We have some Agrax Earthshade on all of the Runelord Brass areas. Oh, I can't breathe. Ah. Alright, coming down to the wire here. We are almost finished, lords and ladies. Retributor Armour. We're going to go over all the Runelord Brass areas. Now, if you don't want to make it gold like this, you can use like Scorpion Brass or whatever brighter brass color you have. I'm going with the gold because I feel like it's a night of Hammerhal. I'm going to have some gold. There's some nice looking, awesome, I'm on a rich horse, you're on your feet, I'm better than you type stuff. I don't know, it's something, I don't know, whatever. All of our knight armor. Now you can tell that liquid talent was fantastic because it really made that model come together. We're going to use some beautiful iron hand steel to brighten up all that metal. We're going to do that on the chainmail. Anywhere that the Leadbelcher was put on, that's where we're going to put it. And then, to brighten up our armor just a little bit on our horsey, we're going to use Iron Warriors and Iron Hand Steel, a little 50-50 mix. And you're going to take your time and just go over this area. Now, you could do edge highlighting if you wanted, but I like to do the whole thing. It's still dark, but it gives it some brightness with the dark undertone. I think it looks really good. And now we're moving on here to our little bush. Just a silly place for it, in my opinion. Whatever. Some Creed Camo. And then we're going to move on to the base. Gorthor Brown. You can use whatever brown you want. That's what I'm using. Now, I don't know what I did. I didn't let the Gorthor Brown finish drying because I got impatient, and that's what happens. It gets all milky and ugh. I still slapped it on anyway. Whatever. Oh, and then your favorite part of painting the miniature, because it means you're done, is the rim of the base. And I go with Abaddon Black because, I don't know, I like to have every miniature be like My Chemical Romance. Gothic. There it is. Not too shabby. It takes a while. I'm not going to lie. It does. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Now, you're not going to win any competitions with this, but who cares? I'm trying to get this baby on the table and slay some goblins or some dwarves or whoever. But thank you for watching. Thank you for the support. Thank you for all my members. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you for everything. If you got any comments, suggestions on future videos, hit me up in the comments. I reply to every comment. That's me. It's not a bot because we don't get that many. But I love you all. See you on the next one. Paint on.